Now, well, we've done the West Ham first team and the academy. Moving on to the ladies' side of things, obviously Julian Dicks, a very famous face, is currently in charge there. Tommy, what have you made of his introduction to that setup this season?
For anyone that knows Julian, I think it was a big thing for him to do, especially at West Ham, where everyone is voluntary to do with the club, that's the players and the staff. So he's basically doing this season out the love of his heart and his love of the game. Yeah, he may have problems, but at the end of the day, if it was up to him, he'd want a team of 11 Julian Dickses on the pitch, and we all know what that is from his career. That's someone that's going to work hard and put.
Probably terrifying as well.
Probably, yeah, a little bit, but obviously in women's football, it's a little bit more personal. Like if you go to a men's game, people will be shouting at each other on their own team, telling them what they want to do. In women's football, you don't get that at all levels because it is more personal. I think in a way that's nice because there's no egos in football, in women's football. So you can go to games, you can talk to the players, you can talk to the managers, you can have a nice time. But when you're manager of a women's team and they're going out on the pitch every week, you need 110% from them. And sometimes he hasn't got that, but he's working hard with them, and I think he's done a brilliant job, and it's been a pleasure to work with him this season.
James, Julian Dicks for West Ham manager one day?
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason why not. But I mean, I think it's great that he's doing what he's doing for the West Ham ladies. He's certainly raised the profile of women's football, let alone West Ham's. So that's a great thing in its own. I mean, a lot of people will say that it'd be great to get him into like the coaching setup with the first team. Yeah. That's probably what he might want to do in the future as well. So if he can use that as a stepping stone to then maybe become West Ham manager in the future, and he can prove himself, then I'd be all for that, definitely.
And Tommy, for someone who doesn't know the ladies' side of the game too well, why don't you sell it for them? What's to like so much about it?
Like I say, there's no ego in it. So when you go to games, although technically, yes, like a lot of people think, it isn't as skillful, technical, as quick as the men's game. I think that's, if you watch any Super League games on TV, although it's quite impressive, it's still not up to the level of men's football. But once you you go to a few games, you give it a chance, it is entertaining to watch. And I mean, I've always said to a lot of people this season that one of my favourite games has been a ladies' game this year, and that was a away cup game to Spurs. Because I mean, once that game finished, I think I interviewed Julian at the end of the game, and the players were buzzing, Julian was buzzing, everyone was buzzing, and that was after a ladies' game. And a lot of people think that when you go to ladies' football, it's going to be boring. It's like going to be watching some children on a pitch or whatever, but it's not. They know what they're doing, and they do put their heart into it, especially for the fact that they're all doing it for nothing. They're not getting paid, and they're turning up to training twice a week. They're playing they're playing the game at the end of the week, and they're not getting anything back from it.
It makes a change, doesn't it, from the
exactly. Whereas you go and watch like Wayne Rooney, for example, he's getting paid 300 grand a week, and sometimes doesn't even put his all into the game. So it's a complete difference, and I've always said to anyone, just give it a chance, because like that with the academy football as well, it is entertaining to watch.
Well, James, can we get an on-air guarantee that you'll check out a ladies' game in the near future?
Yeah. I've been meaning to do it for a while, so he's definitely sold it to me, mate.
We've got a cup final in May.
I'll be there.
Let's go down. Yeah, get a crew down.